Hi, my name is Yvonne Wiedemann from CamLogic. I want to take a second to thank you all for joining us today as we review and discuss what is new in NX10. Let's start off by talking a little bit about CamLogic. CamLogic has been in the CAD/CAM CAE space for over 35 years. The company was established 19 years ago, initially focused on servicing mainly the tool and die shops in the area. As the market has evolved, CamLogic has evolved. Interestingly, working our way backwards from manufacturing to the conception of the idea or design. Because we started towards the end of the process and worked our way to the beginning, CamLogic has the fundamental knowledge of what has to be done to assure that each step of the process will result in a product that will actually work or fit into the next phase of development. CamLogic has become a leader in the engineering and manufacturing industry by providing software and hardware solutions, bridging the gap between the issue and the solution with a highly trained application team. Strategic partnerships and certifications with recognized vendors provides CamLogic's team the ability to offer state-of-the-art tools and solutions that enable our customers to fulfill the full cycle of product development. CamLogic employs a three-legged stool strategy. We partner with Siemens, offering the complete integrated Siemens portfolio for design, manufacturing, analysis, data storage, and retrieval. Additionally, we have a new partnership with Zuken, whose leading-edge software is used to optimize electrical engineering design and is fully integrated with the industry's major MCAD solutions. We also sell and support 3D color, plastic, and metal printers for rapid prototyping and product development, along with various metrology tools, including white light, blue light, and laser scanners for inspection and reverse engineering. So let's jump right into NX10, starting with design. So we will be reviewing things such as NX layout, NX realized shape, user interface, part modeling, data reuse, drafting in PMI, and we will also talk on active workspace in NX. Concept design is easier than ever in NX10 using NX layout. NX layout lets you explore design concepts in 2D for situations in which it's faster and easier to represent design problems. As you'd expect, NX layout is fully integrated into NX and NX drafting. This means there is virtually no learning curve because the interface and commands are the same. It also means that the 2D components you create in NX layout are organized in the part navigator, and they are parametric, editable, and reusable. You can drag and drop 2D components from the reuse library to ensure quality and save design time. Finally, anything you create in NX layout can easily be migrated to 3D to complete your model. The 2D components come into 3D as constrained, parametric sketches that can easily be modified. So when you finish your design in 2D, you are already well on your way to complete a 3D model. NX realized shape is an exciting concept design method that uses advanced subdivision shape creation first introduced in NX9. It is intuitive. You can create a shape based on a cage that can be extruded, swept, lofted, revolved, copied, and more. The cage faces can be created from curves or polylines and subdivided as much as you want to give you greater control with smooth transitions. The end product is high-quality B surfaces in an editable NX feature. This allows for rapid conceptualization of ideas without the need for expert knowledge. NX Realize Shape can be used in combination with or alongside other surfacing and design tools. In NX10, every aspect of NX Realize Shape has been enhanced to give you more control over your geometry. NX Realize Shape in NX10 is a complete set of tools for subdivision modeling. When you consider the advantage of full integration with NX, it's the obvious choice for creating complex models quickly and easily. Touchscreens can be quicker, more intuitive, and an easier way to interact with software. In NX10, the power of NX is available anywhere thanks to a new optional touch-enabled interface. With NX Touch, you have the ability to access the full design capability of NX wherever you are, whether it's on the plant floor, while traveling, or just consulting with someone down the hall. Not only does this make it easier to have the information you need wherever you are, it makes you more productive and versatile. In touch mode, the interface adjusts to make it easier to select items on a touchscreen. The interface is remarkably intuitive and familiar to anyone that has used a mobile device and NX separately. For instance, to zoom, you pinch your fingers together. To select something, you tap it, and so on. Given the wide proliferation of touchscreen mobile devices, the average user will be up and running on NX with touch in just a few minutes. Dual monitor options include overlap. There's no space reserved for the resource bar. Maximized non-NX window covers the tabs in the pinned tab space. Dock is space reserved for the RB. Maximized non-NX windows does not cover the tabs in pinned tab page. Options are also available in the user interface preferences. The ribbon bar improvements are search field in the customized dialog to search for commands, groups, galleries, etc. There's new text styles that include medium, extra large, and they've added all sizes and there's no text option. The user interface preferences have been redesigned. They use standard preference dialog. They've added fine field, non-customized options have been moved from customized to UI preferences, and customer defaults have been adjusted to match locations in UI preferences. NX10 is a complete, fully capable aerospace design solution. Commands for creating flanges, ribs, shelves, and steps were specifically developed for airframe and aeroskin designs, and they dramatically simplify and accelerate the aerospace design process. The synchronous 2D enhancements include a T-junction support, point-on curve constraints, offset constraints, maintain length option, fix center option, chamfer constraint, and resize chamfer. The blend enhancements include notch and cliff blends that can be deleted. Walls consumed by blends can be recreated. Replace face has been enhanced with replace face with datum plane, improved multi-face replace, and improved tangent face replace. You can optimize 2D geometry in a new function in NX10 that cleans up 2D data the way Optimize Face cleans up 3D data. It gets rid of junk data such as duplicate lines, extra points, tiny pieces of geometry, and other extraneous bits that make sketches difficult to use and modify. It can also planarize or move the geometry into one plane. This is especially useful when working with 2D data migrated from another computer-aided design or CAD system. It's one of the many ways that NX enables you to reduce rework and part cleanup time. Model diagnosis can be a time-consuming task when modifying parametric models. The Face Snapshot command in NX10 is a powerful tool that saves time by showing you the previous state of any face. This makes it much easier to see any problem areas and fix them. The capabilities in NX10 include display face snapshot of previous state of failed or missing feature faces during edit. That is consistent with Edge Snapshot. The customer value is that it saves time fixing failed or missing inputs to features. Patterning has been enhanced to give you greater control and improve performance and efficiency. Creating high-quality blends with more consistent results is easier in NX10, thanks to tools such as Edge Blend and Face Blend. These new blend options let you control every aspect of your blend's geometry and create blends with 2D continuity for finished quality surfaces used in styling and industrial design. Creating high-quality surfaces in complex regions is easier than ever. Fill Surface enables you to create a surface by picking curves around its boundary with full control over continuity. Curves can now be wrapped or unwrapped across multiple faces. Not only does this increase versatility, it especially is helpful for making use of manufacturing reference geometry. Trimming and extending sheets and curves has been enhanced to provide more effective results with fewer commands, increasing efficiency. With new capabilities in the Blend Corner and Fill Surface commands, it's easier than ever to create high-quality surfaces that can be manufactured even in complex areas of your model, which was difficult to do in the past. Replace Face can now use a datum plane as a replacement face, and there have been improvements in multi-face and tangent replacement cases. Some other changes have been in wrap and unwrap. The operations can be performed across multiple faces, including developable ruled surfaces, which was from NX9. Points are now supported, along with curves and edges. The 3D offset curve has a history feature and an advanced curve fit block. Blend corner and fill surfaces include general surfacing function for creating high-quality surfaces to fill end-sided openings. GO to G2 continuity, internal pass-through curves or fullness control. And then in blend corner, workflow function for creating a smooth surface in complex corner regions of native or imported parts. There's also been improvements in part module. There are easily moved features into and between part modules. There's improved delete behavior, improved gesturing to activate, expand and show part modules for faster editing, simplified model updates, and shared body. All the modifiable objects have now been emphasized. There's improvements to bend taper, which allow for positive or negative taper to be defined on any type of flange and improve the creation workflow. Gusset improvements make them easier to define and manipulate in both the folded and flattened state. Additional alert messages and PNT indicators provide complete information and status to the user. Flange on contour flange makes definition easier and eliminates the need for timely workarounds. Improved flattening and convert to sheet metal functions now recognizes and flatten additional conditions, including multiple juggles along a flange. Additions to flexible printed surface design application allow specification of the target body for bends and show electrical components in the flat solid state. In data reuse, some capabilities that have been improved are the ability to provide robust tools capable of supporting the complexities of real-world engineering challenges, enabling the efficient capture, packaging, and rapid consumption of a broad range of reusable design artifacts. You can fluidly move between model creation and template UI creation. This accelerates the delivery of a variety of high-value content via fast and efficient libraries and searching tools. There's more comprehensive integration with the latest Team Center and library technologies. And it eliminates exit and restart of NX and cumbersome external round trip to Java for creation or editing of product templates. NX Product and Manufacturing Information, or PMI, and NX Drafting have many customer-driven enhancements in NX 10. Many of these improvements are focused on giving you greater control over the display and placement of your annotations, both on drawings and the model itself. For instance, NX 10 provides a number of drawing format tools to assist in the creation and maintenance of drawing templates. These tools include a title block command as well as intelligent sheet zones. These commands have been enhanced in NX 10 to provide improved workflows. You can open a JT file and automatically create real PMI information from within it in NX 10. This includes dimensions, geometric dimensioning and tolerancing, or GD&T, weld symbols, center lines, and much more. Since these are real PMI objects, they can be used downstream in a drawing or in manufacturing processes like any other PMI object. With NX 10, you can take advantage of existing information much more quickly than before. Siemens PLM software recognizes the cost and effort associated with producing drawings, which is why with each new release of NX, we focus on delivering tools that support rapid drawing creation with reduced cost and increased productivity. Many customer-driven enhancements to dimension creation and editing have been incorporated into NX 10, as well as a number of annotation enhancements that provide improved compliance with drafting standards. These changes all contribute to simplified workflows and better productivity. Some of the things included in the drafting and PMI changes are borders and zones. There's greater control over the elements of the sheet border display, line width and color controls, arrow display, triangular trimming marks, zones created from the center of the trim sheet, independent control over zone labels to skip. Additional standard-specific behaviors. There's title block enhancements, enhanced usability and functionality within automatic repositioning on sheet resize. There's an edit table task environment, cut, copy, and paste support, better handle date attributes, word wrapping support for cells, and user interface improvements. Within vertical text, you'll find fit support for table cells with vertical 90-degree text. There's various fit methods supported, including wrap, auto-size text, trinket, overwrite border, abbreviate, remove space, auto-size row, and auto-size column. There's smart lightweight views with support for breakout section views, improved rendering of crosshatch patterns when hidden behind bodies, import PMI lightweight section views as smart, lightweight, suppressed hidden edges that are not referenced. There's dimension enhancements, including single-sided display for linear and angular dimensions, support for associative linear directed dimensions and feature of size dimensions, support for reusing existing ordinate origins, and support for adding jogs to linear dimension extension lines. Active Workspace is a powerful tool for finding information about your products quickly and easily. It is embedded directly in NX and can also be accessed in any web browser on any device, including mobile devices. This makes it possible to quickly access Teamcenter software data from within NX or anywhere else. Active Workspace reduces the amount of time you spend searching for information with its powerful interface search and filtering capabilities, which can access external systems, eliminating the need to search in multiple places. Because Active Workspace is context-aware, it only shows the information that is relevant to the task being performed, which saves you time. By highlighting issues in visual reports, it helps you see the big picture so you can make smarter decisions more quickly. In HD 3D, we have enhanced capabilities such as NX Issue Briefcase, which allows design issues to be packaged from either within a TC-managed environment or native NX to be investigated and resolved outside the managed environment, for example, a supplier without Teamcenter. There's new server-side reports which have been added for the 4GD in visual reporting. There's new visual report HTML browsers, a new OOTB, or out-of-the-box visual report for component pattern, and a new out-of-the-box checker and function has been added to Checkmate. This brings value to you by improving supplier collaboration, and including enhanced browsing of reports and checks. Now let's move on to what has been improved in NX10 for simulation. NX CAE is a modern simulation environment for modeling, structural, thermal, flow, motion, and multiphysics simulation, optimization, simulation data management, and simulation-driven design. NX CAE 10 introduces new capabilities for one-way and two-way thermal structural coupling, fluid analysis, and acoustic and vibro-acoustic simulation. You also have access to the LMS Samoef solvers to simulate complex, non-linear phenomena and composites. The following slides highlight some of the key new features available in NX CAE 10. We will review the new multiphysics environment, the adaptive meshing, and updated expressions including functions and evaluation. Excuse me. Multiphysics environments. The new multiphysics environment in NX CAE 10 takes simulation integration to a new level to help you connect two or more solvers to streamline the process of performing complex multiphysics simulation. The multiphysics environment delivers a consistent look and feel for performing multiphysics simulations, so you can easily build coupled solutions on the same mesh using common element types, properties, boundary conditions, and solver control and options. The initial release of the multiphysics environment provides the ability to solve thermomechanical problems in loosely or a one-way or tightly coupled two-way models. Coupled thermal structural analysis leverages the new NX-NASTREN SOL 401 multi-step nonlinear solver and a thermal solution from the NX Thermal Solver. Using NX CAE 10, you can now more easily tackle complex simulations such as blade clearance analysis within aircraft engine systems, or structural analysis of automotive powertrain components within high-temperature environments. Other applications for electronic components and metalworking processes are well suited for the multiphysics environment as well. Within adaptive meshing, NX CAE 10 introduces a new meshing capability for better solution convergence and solution accuracy of structural, thermal, and multiphysics solutions. Adaptive meshing automates the lengthy and repetitive process of running multiple finite element analysis with different mesh densities. The mesh refinement is determined by stress, strain, and temperature error estimates associated with element stress and strain discontinuities. Based on these error estimates, the software identifies critical regions on the model which become the target for further refinement of the mesh in subsequent iterations. There's updated expressions, functions, quantities, and evaluation systems. Some simulation models require highly interdependent loads and boundary conditions, or LBCs, some of which are unknown until solve time. NX10 introduces new expression functions, quantities, and an evaluation system that simplify the task of defining these interdependent LBCs and can even evaluate expressions at solve time. Expressions can even reference proprietary user-defined code like thermal subroutines, which make them much easier to manage and use. In addition, these new expression quantities and functions provide significant benefits in post-processing operations by leveraging relationships in the data that allow you to get a greater understanding of the model's physical behavior. For example, you can create user-defined expressions that combine simulation results as a function of time, which you can then plot in NX CAE. Other enhancements in NX10 for simulation are the LMS Samoef solver environment, extended composite simulation capabilities, and integrated vibro-acoustic analysis. So in the new LMS Samoef solver environment, NX CAE introduces a new environment which offers a nonlinear finite element solver for structural analysis covering a wide range of applications in aerospace, defense, and automotive industries. With the LMS Samoef solver, you can run linear and nonlinear static analysis as well as module and buckling analysis. The solver includes unique capabilities for the prediction of complex, nonlinear phenomena like progressive damage in the unidirectional and woven fabric piles of a laminate composite structure, as well as delamination with coupling to the damage inside the plies. Extended composite simulation capabilities include NX laminate composite, also support the new LMS Samoef solver environment introduced in NX10, which enable you to create cohesive layers between extruded plies to model delamination. When you inflate the laminate, NX creates meshes of a layer of cohesive elements between layers of ply meshes. Each cohesive mesh is stored in a separate mesh collector that points to a cohesive physical property. The physical property stores the material that you specified for the cohesive layer. NX laminate composites also can import composite material definitions in either ply or zone-based models for faster design analysis iterations on products made from composite materials. As you can see in this animation, we are showing delamination on a half model along a symmetry line of a stringer on a low wing skin. For the demo, rather than using an actual skin, they assume a flat plane. What the results show is the delamination between the trapezoidal stringer and the wing skin. The wing is being subjected to comprehensive loads from along the axis of the stringer from the fuselage out. Stringers reinforce the wing just like ribs would on other structural components. New capabilities in NX CAE 10 for simulation modeling and post-processing mean you can now perform an integrated end-to-end vibro-acoustic workflow to increase productivity for automotive NVH analysis. In NX CAE 10, you can easily create the cavity mesh starting from just a structural finite element mesh of the outside structure. You can create load recipes to define loads from external sources, such as measurement data. Use to import load data from external source and use to generate a solution, subcases, and loads. It also specifies the type of load data and how it should be mapped to nodes and faces to the FEM. The typical use for a load recipe is to apply loads to an acoustic simulation model. The plug-in load-based subcase recipe handles different data file types and interpretations of the available data formats. Using the plug-in concept, you can apply a function or a vector data to the entities of the model regardless of how the data is annotated with information. To set up and run an NX Nastran vibro-acoustic solution, which can include structural, acoustic, coupling, panels for contribution, analysis, and absorbent panels. You can also note that the post-process results for sound pressure levels and panel contributions have been updated as well. There's a two-phase fluid simulation and boundary layer meshing. In the two-phase fluid simulation enhancement, the NX CAE 10 release enhancements to two-phase fluid simulation capabilities expand the type of applications you can evaluate. You can now simulate fluid flow problems for a mixture of any two fluid constituents, meaning you can specify two liquids or gases as long as the two fluids are immiscible. Additionally, you can simulate open volume enclosures, such as the filling or emptying of a tank, by specifying the tracked fluid area fraction of the mixture at ambient condition. In NX CAE 10, it is possible to create a boundary layer mesh in the finite element model or FEM file with the NX Advanced Fluid Modeling module. Creating the boundary layer in the FEM file gives you greater control over boundary layer mesh because you can visualize it and use all the mesh controls and quality checks you normally would with any FE mesh. This also makes the boundary layer mesh available for other applications in addition to computational fluid dynamics, or CFD, such as for acoustic applications. You can take advantage of the NX-CAE geometry and mesh pre-processing speed for use with external CFD solvers by exporting the boundary layer mesh to a CFD, General Notation System, or CGNS file. Under NX10 for simulation, we'll also talk about mesh wrapping for fluid domain and updated expression functions, quantities, and evaluation systems. Analysis often need to start their simulation from legacy finite element mesh data, meaning no surface geometry is available. This poses a difficult challenge for CFD analysts who need to create the fluid domain mesh for the cavity inside the part. NX-CAE10 introduces a new mesh wrapping capability that solves this problem by allowing you to generate fluid bodies from models for which you have mesh data but no geometry. The new expression capabilities highlighted earlier in the presentation can be applied to post-processing. These new expression quantities and functions provide significant benefits in post-processing operations by leveraging relationships in the data that allow you to develop a greater understanding of the model's physical behavior. For example, you can create user-defined expressions that combine simulation results as a function of time, which you can then plot in NX-CAE. The result probe command lets you specify the geometry context, iterations, for example, value of combined across a range of iterations or at a specific iteration, and at a formula. The formula can be an expression of result-based quantity, for example, dx plus dy. Non-result-based quantities such as x minus coordinates or result expressions. You can use the result probe to generate various post outputs such as contour plots, animations, graphing, a table field, and so on. Now let's look at NX10 for manufacturing. NX10 introduces a wide range of powerful features for computer-aided manufacturing, or CAM, tool design, inspection programming, and production layout design. Let's start with the new capabilities in NX CAM. New industry-specific capabilities in NX CAM 10 help you program faster and machine better quality parts. The new roughing strategy enables you to achieve more consistent tool load, minimize tool wear, and extend tool life within NX. This capability is especially useful for the more complex parts that require different cutting strategies for different regions. NX applies inward or outward cutting directions, finds the best available start location, and uses the right engagement type to enter the material. For certain types of molds and dies, the program time can be significantly reduced. The enhanced rest machining capability offer better tool life and higher quality surface finish. The interactive cut region control functions have been extended to cover flow cut, the valley rest milling operation, and specify a range of a cut pattern for steep, shallow, and flat areas. To ensure that the best cutting method is used for each area, you can preview, change and reorder the regions before generating tool paths. You can quickly and reliably program even the most complex mold and dies. Automated feature grouping uses feature-based machining capabilities to identify, filter, and group similar holes. You can minimize the number of operations needed to machine parts with many holes. Holes sharing similar attributes are programmed together so that they share tools. On the shop floor, the optimized machining process can reduce tool changes, shorten travel distance, and increase drilling accuracy. The new chamfering operation applies the powerful hole milling approach to a common feature with a minimum programming input. NX10 enables you to automatically calculate the correct tool offset for chamfering holes. You can reduce programming and machining time by chamfering multiple holes with one operation, even when the holes have different orientations. And you can use a single tool to machine chamfers of different sizes that save you even more programming time. The in-process visualization displays uncut material after each operation. Exact alignment of the tool with the blade geometry can be achieved with the enhanced swarfing in the NX Turbo Machinery milling module. Complex blades can be finished with a single pass using the entire length of the tool, which can produce a high-quality surface finish. The gradual engagement of the tool with the material ensures machining with reduced vibrations that further improve the surface quality. Flat bullnose and tapered end mills can be used to generate a swarfing tool path that machines the entire blade with a single pass. You can quickly create 5-axis machining operations for large rotary parts, such as aircraft engine castings. Select a single edge and NX will generate all the necessary operations to machine cylindrical faces. For some rotary parts, this method can save you hours of geometry creation and model preparation. Also, 5-axis chamfering and deburring operations can be easily generated using this cutting strategy. The automated inspection programming capabilities in NX CMM10 let you create accurate and safe inspection paths. The link to PMI function uses the solid model's product manufacturing information to automatically program measurements against the provided positioning and tolerance information. The programming automation of the links to PMI has been enhanced to provide scanning operations in addition to touch points. This greatly increases application opportunities for this powerful automation method because scanning measurements are being used more and more frequently. NX CMM10 expands the automated collision avoidance methods to include movement of measurement points. For example, a touch point positioned too close to another surface will be automatically removed and moved far enough to avoid any interference. NXCMM can be used to analyze measured results by bringing them back into the graphic systems to compare against the as-model geometry. In NXCMM10, these measured results can be stored in the NX part file for further analysis. NX measurement tools can be used to display deviations and create annotations for reports. Subsequent measurements can be compared against previous measurements as manufacturing processes are refined and quality is improved over time. It is quicker and easier to find the standard parts you need in NX10 because you can define a search and save it in the reuse library. You can even place the search directly on the NX ribbon bar for quicker access. It is simpler to create parting surfaces with the new guided extension option. This lets you create an associative parting surface based on a set of connected curves or edges. You have more control over tool motion simulation than ever in NX10. Kinematic models can be easily changed and can control data. There is support for more cam types and lifters as well. You can also create user-defined motions such as linear movement along a vector or angular movement along an axis. With these options, you can validate your mold and die assemblies more quickly and accurately. You can create parting surfaces in areas where other methods just cannot. NX10 also included in production and line design capability for automotive assembly manufacturing. The new Line Designer application enables engineers to design and visualize layouts of production lines in NX. The parametric capabilities in NX enables you to efficiently design manufacturing components and to easily accommodate any changes. When adjusting the size of individual components or modifying the layout, the entire production line automatically updates. The fully classified equipment library is managed by using Teamcenter, a complete system for data and process management. The solution connectivity allows manufacturing engineers to connect directly to the library. By connecting to the Teamcenter library environment, you can utilize the powerful search tool, view and retrieval capabilities across fully classified libraries directly from NX. Siemens PLM software provides a unified platform for product, tool, and production system design. It supports the entire workflow, from product and line design to virtual commissioning. The layout designed with Line Designer can be used to validate the manufacturing process using Technomatic software for digital manufacturing. At this time, I'd like to open the session for any questions that we may have. Please feel free to type in the questions area any questions that have arisen during this presentation. Your questions will be hidden from other members of the audience. I'll give you a couple minutes to write them. This is a great question. Yes, NX10 is available today. It's been out for a bit, and we would love and encourage you to download NX10 so that you can see some of the many enhancements yourself. Some of the questions that are coming in are a little technical in their content. So what I'd like to do is I am going to make sure that we record each of these questions. Please make sure you leave your name, and we will get back to you with the detailed answer to your question. So if you have any additional questions or would like a deeper look into the new features in NX10, please feel free to contact us at any time. You can reach us here at CamLogic at 248-969-9201. On behalf of the entire team here at CamLogic, I'd like to say thank you to you. We know your time is valuable, and we hope we provide some valuable information to you today. Again, please give us a call if you have any additional questions. Have a wonderful afternoon.